have come to Georgetown College and the difference that they have made here as we have also had the opportunity to invest in them. I'd like to start out just by recognizing a couple of people. First, we have a number of awards today that recognize a particular family or donor or alum who in some way was exceptional at Georgetown College and then chose to give a gift after that so that future generations of students could be recognized, could be supported. Anyone who is here that is a donor, please just wave your hand. You'll be recognized at the appropriate time. But if you're a donor or the family of one of these named awards, would you please just raise your hand so you can be recognized right now? And for a description of all of those named awards, if you turn to the back of your program, you'll see a QR code that takes you to a site with a description of all of those named awards, and I encourage you to look at those. Also, of course, it is my honor to recognize the faculty and staff who are here. We have many of our chairs up on stage with us to give awards, but other faculty and staff that have come. We have families and guests who are really here to recognize the award that is being given to a loved one, and in a way to share in that award, because there is no one up here receiving an award today who got here on their own. They are here because of you, because of these faculty and staff. Most importantly, of course, I want to recognize our wonderful students who are going to receive awards today and who have worked so hard at Georgetown College. Consider with me, if you will, the seal of the college that is on the front of your program. And it says, the seal of the college of Georgetown College. And right inside, in Latin, it says, respice finum, which means something like, in respect of the end, consider the end, look to the end. First and second year students, I encourage you to do this. Look to the end, to the seniors on stage who have excelled. Make this your end, that you so excel that your faculty wish to recognize your academic pursuits by an award. For the seniors, look at your faculty and your staff and emulate them. Consider your families, your mentors, and how you can become like them, living your life in such a way that you can become exemplars in turn for others to follow. The students we will recognize today are doing this. They started with talent, but it is their dedication and grit, combined with the support of loved ones and faculty and staff and mentors, that has landed them here today. What a wonderful day to recognize the excellence and commitment of these students. This is truly one of our best days of the year. We have a lot of students to recognize, so let's get to it. Given just how many wonderful students we have to recognize, I don't want your hands to fall off. So please hold applause till after each department has completed, and we will applaud all of the students from each department together. And now, to invoke God's blessing on our time together, let's welcome Dr. Susan Dummer.
If you'll pray with me. God, thank you for rain today, so that the grass on Giddings lawn will grow lush and green, and so that you can maybe give us sunshine on the morning of May 16th. Thank you for broken air conditioning, so that we can appreciate the coolness in the chapel and the LRC and other buildings where it is working again. Thank you for an academic calendar that has weeks of extreme pressure and busyness, but also offers breaks that give us rest. Thank you for these students who have worked so hard and performed so well and model that there are enough of us who value critical thinking, conversation, science, and arts that we faculty can take solace that AI hasn't overtaken everything yet. Thank you for the opportunity to work with them and learn with them. We are better because of them. We ask that you continue to give us the desire and the ability to support Georgetown College's mission of preparing students to make a positive difference in this world. Amen.
everybody. My name is Piper McGuffey. I'm a junior and this year's chapter of Alpha Lambda Delta's president. Each year, the Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society inducts freshmen who have demonstrated academic excellence by earning a GPA of 3.5 or higher in their first semester. At Academic Honors Day, we recognize our graduating seniors who have maintained that standard throughout their college career. When I call your name, please rise and remain standing at your seat. I will ask the audience to hold your applause until I have read all the names. Larry Arnett, Manya Atta, Kaylee Baker, Jade Bivens, Haley Bond, Tara Bowman, Carson Curtis, Madison Diaz, Christopher Dowdy, Lillian Finch, Benjamin Gloyd, Lauren Hazlett, Allison Hill, Evan Hine, Evelyn Holderman, Sarah Landers, Christian Lanham, Lauren Meadows, Abigail Moss, Caleb Pachatsik, Catherine Poe, Andrew Radar, Bella Rubel, Michael Schoen, Savannah Shepard, Riley Shepard, Lucas Smith, Douglas Talley, Laurel Thacker, Deja Thompson, Isabel Wilbur, and Portia Witten. Please join me in applauding these outstanding seniors. Alpha Lambda Delta also honors our graduating seniors with the highest GPA by presenting them with the Maria Leonard Senior Book Award. This year, our book award winners are Larry Arnett, Lauren Hazlett, Christian Lanham, Caleb Pachatsik, and Savannah Shepard. Thank you and congratulations to all of our seniors. You may now be seated.
And I have certificates for the book award winners. Larry Arnett. Lauren Hazlett. Christian Lanham. Caleb Positek. And Savannah Shepard. Congratulations again to them.
The Ronald E. Meredith Leadership Scholarship recognizes students who are emerging leaders, especially in the Christian servantship. So will Eleanor Black please join me on stage?
Good morning, everyone. I have the honor and the privilege of presenting the Brandon D. Lawson Scholarship each year. Brandon is not here today due to work obligations, but he normally is here every year as I present this. But this year's recipient is a rising senior from the Philippines. He is a pre-law student majoring in management and political science. This student is the assistant coach and the team manager for the Georgetown College men's soccer team. This is what he said in his essay. This journey has been hard and challenging, having limited financial capabilities, moving to a whole new country and leaving my family behind right after losing my grandmother. Were only some of the struggles I faced. I am here for myself, for my family, and for all the people around me. My motivation has always been not just the people I know, but the people I would meet. And my goal is to somehow, someday, create an impact, a sense of motivation, or even give a shoulder to lean on for others. My goal someday is just like Mr. Lawson, is to give back to my community and be an inspiration too. Can you all help me congratulating this year's recipient of the Brandon D. Lawson Scholarship, Mr. Troy Henshaw.
Morning. Okay, so we're here to celebrate some students that are traveling abroad this summer. So if you can join me on the stage, we have Jessica Wolf, if she's here, Kate Goatley, Isabella Billings, and Addison Gilmer. There you go. Katie's not here. And then we're missing Anna Harvey, who is in Oxford, but I will celebrate her as well. Okay, so these students, they've taken the step of traveling abroad this summer, something that is not an easy task to do. So we're very happy that you're gonna be traveling abroad. So Jessica, she's gonna go to Austria to learn about communications. And then Izzy is going to Spain with me for a full month of June, and you're gonna learn Spanish. There you go. We're not in there. Okay. So Izzy was awarded with the Fogel Scholarship. Do we have a member of the Fogel family here? No. We wanted to be very thankful for them for supporting our students who are traveling abroad, and she received $2,500 to study abroad. So this will be for you. And then Jessica will be traveling, like I said, to Austria, and she received a Key Scholarship for the amount of $500. And then Addison Gilmore and Kate Goatley, even though they're not here, they also both received, they're both going to Austria as well, and they both received $500. And then lastly, but not least, we have Anna Harvey. So like I said, she's in Oxford right now. She received $2,500 for the Fogel Scholarship, and also $500 for the Munson Foreign Study Travel Scholarship. So help me congratulate all of them.
Hello. Can the following students join me on stage, please? Hannah Kim, Devin Ward, Josie Holderman, Sue Fundaro, Ira Langdon, Jenna Tipton, Taylor Cleveland, and Fern Shell. Now, while my friends are coming up here, I have to introduce you to one of our new friends. This is our penguin. This relates to our first award while they're coming up here. And we give an award every year for the years gone by called the First Penguin Award. And the First Penguin Award is for risk, because no one knows what's in the water when the first one jumps in. The second one always learns from the blood in the water, the first one. But the first one shows all risk based off of that. And so, I don't see any of them here. Our First Penguin Award, hold your applause at the end, is for Sue Fundaro. Our Multidisciplinary Art Award is for Ira Langdon. Our Painting Award this year goes to Jenna Tipton. Our Community Engagement Award goes to Taylor Cleveland. Our Design Award goes to Fern Shell. And we have some named scholarship recipients here. Our first is the Adila Deely McMakin Owens Art Scholarship, and that this year goes to Hannah Kim. Hold it to the end. Now, our W. Vincent Garnett Pierce Scholarship goes to Devin Ward. And our McCormick Williams Scholarship this year goes to Josie Holderman. Now we can applaud. All right, you guys are good. Go.
Good morning. I'd like to invite Bryn Dameron, Bailey Smith, Sonia Pavona, and Noah Smith to join me on the stage, please. Bryn's not here. Okay, well, the English department has 4 awards, 2 scholarships, and 2 just awards. The first one goes to Bryn Dameron, who's not here today. It's the Dr. Gwen Cranfield Curry Scholarship. She was a longtime English department member and longtime chair too, and she's actually the one who hired me. So I'm glad she was here. It's for a student who shows excellence in English studies. Okay. The next one is the Mary Brady Scholarship. Mary was also a longtime professor here, and it's for a student who also shows excellence in English studies but plans to have an education career, and this goes to Bailey Smith. Another longtime professor, Coleman Arnold, established an award for the excellence in critical writing, and we have 2 winners this year, Sonia Pavona and Noah Smith. And I hate to admit this, I'm not sure if W.B. Jones was a professor here or not. He was? Okay, good. I thought he was. It's for excellence in creative writing, and this year it goes to Noah Smith.
Hello all, I will ask for Nathaniel Skinner and Hannah Kim to come to the stage. I'm representing the music part of the performing arts, department. And we just have a couple of named scholarships to award this year. The first is the Curry Marchman Memorial Scholarship, and that goes to Nathaniel Skinner. And the second is the Catherine Kress Martin Scholarship, and that is awarded to Hannah Kim.
Would Eleanor Black, Emily Utley, Jaden Gilreath, and Leon Johnson please join me here on the stage? The theater and film section of performing arts has several different awards. Our first is the Tyro Award. This is an award given to our outstanding first-year students in theater and film. Tyro, you might also think of as a beginner, a novice, a learner. We didn't use any of those for the title. We could have gone with neophyte, recruit, or rookie, or tenderfoot, but we settled on Tyro in part because one of the meanings of Tyro is little experience, but sometimes great audacity. And so our first Tyro Award goes to Eleanor Black. Our second Tyro Award winner also is receiving the Joy Parsons Scholarship, and that goes to, both of those go to Emily Utley. And finally, we have our final 2 awards, our Mass Grafter of the Year and Outstanding Student in Theater and Film. It is fitting that these 2 awards will be shared by 2 people who, throughout their 4 years, have demonstrated excellence both in the classroom and whose participation in our theatrical and film events have been absolutely crucial. Our first Mass Grafter of the Year and Outstanding Student is Mr. Leon Johnson. And our second Mass Crafter of the Year and Outstanding Student in Theater and Film is Jaden Gilreath.
Good morning. Would the following students please join me on the stage? Corbin Willoughby, Larry Pearson, Maggie Smith, and Eleanor Kane. So we have 4 awards to give. The first is the Horace Hambrick Writing Award. This year goes to Corbin Willoughby. The James Heiser Award in European and Asian History goes to Maggie Smith. The Mary Wharton Award in American History goes to Eleanor Kane. I guess it's not here. And the department's highest award, the Carl Fields Phi Alpha Theta Award, this year goes to Larry Pearson. Thank you.
On behalf of the Philosophy Department, would the following 4 students join me? Annie Juarez, Sophie Paul, Alyssa Poe, and Benjamin Burchett. The Philosophy Department is giving 4 awards this year, 2 for outstanding performance in lower level philosophy classes, the Ruth and Jim Heiser Book Award for a rising senior, and the award for our outstanding graduate in philosophy this year. So for outstanding performance in lower level philosophy, Annie Juarez. And for another outstanding performance, Sophie Paul, who's not here. For the Ruth and Jim Heiser Book Award, Alyssa Poe. And our outstanding graduating senior in philosophy, Ben Burchett. Congratulations. Thank you.
Good morning. Will the following students please join me on the stage? Issa Rae, Annie Juarez, Remy Wagner-Rusher, Molly Lumpkins, Riley Morris, Nathan O'Dira, Robin Boos, Elle Pruitt, Corbin Willoughby, and Tracy Mandel. The Religion Department has many wonderful students. We wish we had the time and opportunity to publicly recognize all of them today, but these few, we only have so much time, so we'll honor these. They've excelled in remarkable ways and are well deserving of a special honor. We are particularly blessed to have several named awards, so we'll start with those. The Ernest J. and Catherine Weller Award in Religion is presented to Issa Rae, who is in Oxford, so she'll receive her award at a later date. The Ada F. Leighton Hilke and Ruth Hilke Scholarship is awarded to Annie Juarez. The Henry and Shirley Walters Award is presented to Remy Wagner-Rusher. The Ora Lunsford Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Molly Lumpkins. I will get to Molly at another time. The Gardner Marshall Scholarship is presented to Riley Morris. Where's Riley? Is Riley making up here? No. All right. Additionally, the Religion Department would like to honor several other students with some departmental awards. For outstanding performance in lower level religion courses, Nathan O'Dira and Robin Boos. Outstanding ministry student is presented to Elle Pruitt. This year's outstanding minor in religion is Corbin Willoughby. And this year's Theta Alpha Kappa Outstanding Senior Award is presented to Tracy Mandel. Join me in congratulating these students.
So on behalf of the World Languages Department, I'd like to invite Anna Harvey, who's in Oxford again, CJ Gavin, Hannah Kim, Paul Jasper, Giada Ferrari, and Lucas Smith to the stage. So we give out awards for best performance in each of the languages. Best performance in French goes to the absent Anna Harvey. Best performance in German goes to CJ Gavin. Okay. The absent CJ Gavin. Let's let that aside. Best performance in Japanese goes to Hannah Kim. Best performance in Latin goes to Paul Jasper. Best performance in Spanish goes to Giada Ferrari. And finally, our award for Outstanding Senior in a World Language goes to Lucas Smith.
On behalf of the biology department, I would like to invite the following students to the stage: Michael Movahil, Ruby Castaneda, Libby West, Callie Allison, Gabe Smith, Trey Arnett, Savannah Shepard, Izzy Billings, and Avery Darden. Thank you to my colleague, Dr. Rick Kopp, who's going to assist with handing out books and awards. All right. So our first year award for excellent academic achievement in introductory biology goes to Michael Movahil. The second year award for excellent academic achievement in core and upper level courses goes to Ruby Castaneda. The Robert Taylor Hinton Memorial Scholarship to provide financial assistance to a rising senior goes to Libby West. Okay. The J. and Linda Butler Award to support study abroad goes to Callie Allison. We'll get it right here. Did we drop it? Sorry about that. Here we go. The outstanding nursing student goes to Gabe Smith. The outstanding senior award in biology this year is presented to Trey Arnett. The outstanding senior award in biomedical sciences is presented to Savannah Shepard. And finally, the Department Chair's Award for Outstanding Service in the Department is presented first to Izzy Billings for her extraordinary help taking care of our greenhouse, and secondly to Avery Darden for her excellent help taking care of the rest of the lab and the rest of our department. Please join me in congratulating all of our winners.
Will the following students please join me on the stage? Kerman Aramayo, Isabella Perry, Katie Bowman, Jenna Adkins, Chris Dowdy, Abby Moss, and Caleb Positek. Our outstanding general chemistry student this year is Kerman Aramayo. Our C.R. Alexander outstanding organic chemistry student is Isabella Perry. The American Chemical Society outstanding student in analytical chemistry is Katie Bowman. Our outstanding American Chemical Society student member is also Katie Bowman. Our next award is the John R. Blackburn Award, and I'm going to ask Dr. Blackburn to stand, please, and be recognized. This year, the John R. Blackburn Award goes to Jenna Atkins and Chris Dowdy. And this year, the outstanding senior biochemistry major goes to Abby Moss and Caleb Positek. Let's congratulate all of our winners.
Will Lauren Hazlett please join me on this? I get the honor of presenting Lauren with the Outstanding Senior Environmental Studies Award.
On behalf of the Mathematics, Physics, and Computer Science Department, I'd like to invite the following students to the stage: Brody Bolin, Ava Calloway, Marcus Enriquez, Lily Howard, Max Langfels, Jacob Shoemaker, Haley Stansbury, and Samuel Stein. The awardee for outstanding performance in first-year computer science this year goes to Jacob Shoemaker. The award for outstanding performance in first-year physics goes to Max Langfels. The award for outstanding performance in first-year mathematics goes to Brody Bolin. The award for outstanding performance in mathematics for elementary teachers goes to Marcus Enriquez. The award for outstanding major in mathematics goes to Haley Stansbury. We have two named awards that we wish to give this year. They're both going to be shared. The J.W. Rogers Scholarship is being presented both to Lily Howard and to Samuel Stein. We also have the Chris Leverance Scholarship Award. I'd like to recognize Dr. Leverance's husband, Theo Leverance, and her brother-in-law and sister-in-law, Dave and Cindy Leverance. This year, the award is being shared by Ava Calloway and Marcus Enriquez.
On behalf of the Medical Liaison Committee, I would like to award the W.I. Lewis Scholarship to Mackenzie Nance, and she is not here because she is at Oxford. So if we can just give her a round of applause. Thank you.
The Business Administration and Economics Department would like to invite the following students up on the stage: Douglas Talley, Kaylee Baker, Bennett Stein, Brandon Brooks, Katie Poe, Haley Bond, Emma Halcomb, Kendall Rumpel, Charles Nelson, and Haley Hasselbaum. The first award goes to the Academic Excellence in Economics for Douglas Talley. He's not able to be with us. Next up, we have Haley Baker. We have the Academic Excellence in Management of Bennett Stein. Academic Excellence in Healthcare Administration, Brandon Brooks. Academic Excellence in Business Administration, Catherine Poe. Academic Excellence in Marketing, Haley Bond. Academic Excellence in Accounting, Emma Halcomb. Academic Excellence in Certified Financial Planning, Kendall Rumpel. The Mary Louise Faust Accounting Scholarship goes to Charles Nelson. And the John F. Drake Accounting Award goes to Holly Hassenbog. She's not able to be with us. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Education Department, I would like to invite Ava Calloway, Hannah Kim, Marcus Enriquez, Elizabeth Ernspiker, Trayvon Brown, Fern Shell, and Madison Douglas to the stage. Our first scholarship is the Debbie McRoberts Scholarship in Elementary Education, and it goes to Ava Calloway. Next up, we have 4 awards in the Janice and Happy Osborne Senior Education Scholarship. The first recipient is Hannah Kim. Our next recipient is Marcus Enriquez. Our next 2 recipients are graduate students. They couldn't be with us today. They are at schools working. We have Elizabeth Ernspiker and Trayvon Brown. Next is the Betty Yancey Griffith Scholarship, and it goes to Fern Shell. And lastly, we have our Miss Carol Williams Award, who is my personal EDU 131 teacher back in 2006, is with us today. If you'll just give us a wave. And our Miss Carol Williams Award goes to Madison Douglas. Okay, if you'll give them all a round of applause.
On behalf of the Kinesiology and Health Studies Department, I would like to invite the following students on stage with me: Allie Hill, Clayton Melcher, and Karma Wilkins. First, we have our outstanding allied health student, and that goes to Allie Hill.
Next, we have our outstanding student in exercise science, and that goes to Karma Wilkins. And last, we have our outstanding student in health science, and that goes to Clayton Melcher.
If the following students would join me on stage: Ethan Freeland, Addison Gilmore, Evan Hine, Tracy Mandel, Tessa Wilson, and Jessica Wolf. On behalf of the Department of Communication and Media Studies, I am happy to award the following students the Roger Allen Bailey Memorial Scholarship, Tessa Wilson. The Outstanding Undergraduate in Communication and Media Studies, Ethan Freeland. The Outstanding Seniors in Communication and Media Studies, Evan Hine and Tracy Mandel. And then 2 travel scholarships donated by a former professor in our department, Alma Hall, go to Jessica Wolf and Addison Gilmore. Addie is playing golf in Bowling Green. So thank you so much.
Good morning. On behalf of the Political Science Department, I invite to join me on the stage Madison Taylor Diaz, Ethan Powell, and Corbin Willoughby. All right, so we recognize Madison Diaz as an outstanding student in the pre-law program of distinction. Apparently, Ethan is not here now, but we recognize him as an outstanding political science student in international relations. And we recognize Corbin Willoughby not with 1, but with 2 awards as an outstanding political science student in American government and as an outstanding student in political science. The one for Ethan. Thank you. Thank you.
Would the following students join me on stage? Elle Pruitt, Grace Wallace, Tara Bowman, Piper Wilburn, and Melody Brock. On behalf of the Psychology Department, it's an honor to award these students. The Psychology Award, Elle Pruitt. The Senior Capstone Award, Grace Wallace. The Dr. Susan Hart Bell Research Award, Tara Bowman. The Erica Hagen Service Award, Piper Wilburn. And the Dr. Mark Eddy Award, Melody Brock. Join me in congratulating these students.
On behalf of the Sociology Department, I'd like to invite Savannah Burton, Larry Pearson, Lily Finch, Jacqueline Cropper, and Sophie Ann Tung. Our Outstanding Senior in Sociology Award goes to Savannah Burton. She couldn't be here this morning. The Excellence in Research Methodology Award goes to Larry Pearson. Excellence in Criminal Justice goes to 2 students, Lillian Finch and Jacqueline Cropper. And the Carlton Deason Scholarship goes to Sophie Ann Tong. Congratulations.
Good morning. I'm Barbara Birch, and I'm the director of the Georgetown College Honors Program. If all the senior thesis writers could join me on the stage. These 14 students are in the final phases of writing their thesis, and I like to announce this as often as possible so they'll remember their due dates. The first thesis writer, Charles Bowman, I think might have the longest title, so strap in, and after this I will speed through them. Species, area, relationships of birds, a comparison between high and low human population density areas within the temperate forest ecoregion of the United States. Tara Bowman, treatment for severe and enduring anorexia nervosa patients, ethics, efficacy, and the significance of public perception. Jacqueline Cropper, the external influences on the Supreme Court, examining Roe and Dobbs. Valerie Guzman, plasminogen activator inhibitor 1 deficiency augments cardiac fibrosis in hypertensive mice. Lauren Hazlitt, the rise of resilience, examining the connection between climate change, regenerative agriculture, and American farmers. Evelyn Holderman, fraternizing with the enemy, assessing discrepancy in Greek life sexual assault policy and user experience in sexual assault reporting. Christian Lanham, disarmament and deterrence, the origins and effectiveness of Geneva Protocol of 1925. Madison Lynn, investigating hyaluronan degradation by reactive oxygen species as a result of myocardial infarction. Abigail Moss, targeting collagen remodeling to facilitate muscle recovery after anterior cruciate ligament injury. Sonia Pavona, A Whale in the Dark, an analysis of Eileen O'Connell's lament for Art O'Leary in light of emerging contexts. Katie Poe, resolving the corporate social responsibility luxury paradox, an integrated motivational framework for cause-related marketing. Caleb Positek, dose-dependent sodium arsenite-induced oxidative stress alters TDP-43, phosphorylation, and subcellular distribution in HTT cells. Savannah Shepard, deep learning characterization of morphology after traumatic brain injury in Alzheimer's. And Bennett Stein, from silence to revelation, secrecy, surveillance, and information control in the Manhattan Project. And if any of those sound interesting to you, the students will be presenting in the library today at first group at 4 o'clock, second at 4:40, and the third at 5:35. Thank you.
If you ever need to feel better about our student body, about the education we provide at Georgetown College, or even about the world, I recommend you ask the faculty of this institution for nominations for the Academic Dean's Award. Our students are amazing, and the group that we are graduating this year may be even more so than usual. I got the most nominations I have ever received for an Academic Dean's Award this year, and Dr. Allen will tell you it was excruciating trying to decide who to give it to. But ultimately, I cannot give the award to the 35 people that were nominated. I am limited to 2. But I couldn't get to just 2. So the first Dean's Award is going to be a dual award, which is cheating any way you look at it. But when you hear about these 2 amazing students, I think you will understand. Will Lauren Hazlett and Savannah Shepard please join me at the front of the stage? Both of these students are in the biology department, but in very different ways have excelled at Georgetown College. Lauren Hazlett is a distinguished scholar from Harrodsburg who majored in environmental studies and minored in political science. Her professors describe how Lauren is genuinely curious, always engaged in class, and striving for an excellence that has nothing to do with a grade. An Oxford Scholar and Science Honors Scholar, Lauren has been well-rounded throughout her time at Georgetown, a true exemplar of the liberal arts. She worked over the summer with the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources and was copy editor and editor-in-chief of the Georgetonian. She was biology club president, worked with both the Tree Committee and Greenhouse Club, and studied political science in Oxford. And now she is off to West Virginia to begin field research in preparation for her MS program in Forest and Natural Resource Sciences at UK, where I have every confidence that she will continue to be involved in absolutely anything and excel at absolutely everything. Please join me in congratulating our first distinguished scholar, Lauren Hazlett. And just as impressive, Savannah Shepard. Savannah, too, started at GC in both Oxford Honors and Science Honors, as well as Health Scholars. A major in biomedical science and double minor in psychology and Spanish, Savannah is just another example of an involved, well-rounded, and incredibly impressive GC graduate. Every professor who wrote nominations spoke of her curiosity and desire to learn and excel for its own sake, not just for a grade. She received letters from both the physician with whom she completed her preceptorship and from the professor at UK with whom she completed significant research. In fact, Dr. Bockstetter from UK wrote that in her 1 year in the lab, while completing a full load of courses at GC, she has, quote, accomplished more than many students do in several years. She has already been an author on 2 publications out of that lab and is now leading her own first author manuscript. He continues, quote, I do not know whether Savannah is unique to Georgetown College, but I can say that over the 10 years I have led my laboratory at the University of Kentucky, I have worked with many high-performing undergraduate students. Savannah is light years ahead of all of them, end quote. This fall, Savannah is going directly into an MD-PhD program, the first student from GC to do so in anyone's memory. One professor closed by noting that she is equally a good person and a good friend. Quote, there are not many people like her in this world. Please join me in congratulating Savannah Shepard. Now, our second/third recipient of the Academic Dean's Award is Tracy Mandel of Richmond, Kentucky. As with our first 2 recipients, Tracy was praised by her faculty for being inquisitive, curious, and having a deep love of learning. One professor noted that, quote, she not only does exceptional work in the classroom, earning great grades, but outside of class, she wrestles with ideas and possibilities as if her very life depended on it. Another professor wrote, watching her evolve in her understanding of learning and ways to ask questions has been incredibly rewarding to me, while yet another wrote of how she boldly asks enduring questions and avoids jumping too quickly into neat and tidy answers. Instead, she sits with the process, making it an art form. A double major in religion and communication and media studies, and a minor in instructional design, Tracy has also done high-level research, completing an exceptional project on the theological function of liturgical space. Finally, she has lived daily our shared mission to be rooted in Christian love and service. On a personal note, I have twice had the privilege of hearing her preach up at Faith Baptist, and I was absolutely floored by her humility and brilliance, her vulnerability and clarity of thought. As one professor wrote, she will surely continue to make GC proud long after graduation. Please join me in congratulating Tracy Mandel. Now, perhaps with me, you've noted some themes here as I've discussed these students. Excellence in academics, of course, but all were defined not by grades, but by grace, not by worldly success, but by curiosity and commitment. All of these students are living out their callings as students and scholars and people devoted to justice, love, and responsibility. And they are exemplars in the truest sense. While these three students and all the students that have been on stage today are exceptional, they also epitomize what is true of so many Georgetown College students. Please join me, therefore, in congratulating all of these students who have received an award here today. Thank you for your presence with us.